Alright, I'm recording this on the day that I usually put up a video. I thought for a minute there that I wasn't going to be able to do the daily uploads, but I found the time today, so this is what we've done. Analyzers, you will see, are empty. This has got some bone meal in it, which I'm about to throw away. You see that my furnaces are going, which means that yes, I was doing quite a bit of off-screen mining. I know I said I wouldn't, but I lied. I'm a liar who lies for views in the most boring way possible. This is the haul. I put the 7 diamonds in the middle because I think that's the most important part. Bring us back up to 45. I think we already have the Megaloceros. We have a couple of eggs. Pecky Rhino, Dryosaur, Henotus, and Ceratosaur. As it turns out, Ceratosaur cannot break blocks, so I need to rethink how I'm going to do that enclosure. We have 5 Dominican Amber chunks now, which I think is only used to do some very specific things. But yeah, this is the haul. We got a lot. I'm only going to go over the things that are new, which is the 2 Terror Birds, Castornis and Titanus, as well as the Quagga. Castornis, Titanus. Then I also just got another Coelacanth, which I didn't think was important enough to mention. Adaphosaur, Dimetrodon, yada yada. Compy is new, interesting. Velociraptor is new as well, very cool. Then Stego, Quetzal, Dryosaur, Therizino, Patty, 3 Protoceratops, which is crazy that I got 3 of those. Ankylosaur, Trike, Henotus, Pecky Rhino, which I guess is not really new. Pachycephalosaur, Diplodocus, Deinonychus, Spino, Aloe. Bringing me up to 6 Aloes. I really had to do something about that at some point. Sarco and Brachiosaurus. Now, as you can see, I'm starting to run out of space for DNA. I know. What I need to do is build an enclosure for my carnivores. And that's the goal of this video, is the carnivore enclosure. Because I don't need to worry about the Ceratosaur breaking blocks. I don't need to worry too much about, building a super strong enclosure, which is why I kept mining off screen, is because I want more iron. And iron is the best material, the most readily available material to build out of. That's going to be my between video results chest from now on. And yeah, that's why I have so much iron, and why I actually have copper, because at first I thought copper could do the same thing, but as it turns out it can't, which is unfortunate. I need to figure out where a good spot is for it, and I'm thinking right here. So I've got this will be my introductory herbivore. Hey, I need to do something about these fences not being high enough. But that also means that the Ceratosaur walls are going to need to be pretty high too. I think this area right here is a good spot. If I fill that in with dirt at the very least, which I can do from this. Alright, so for this one, I decided that I wanted to make it out of cobblestone to give it more of a sort of, more dangerous, sort of rugged look than the natural wood that the herbivores were going to be having, and I thought that made sense, given the fact that it's going to be a carnivore enclosure. Probably going to just start with the Ceratosaur. That's what I ended up doing for the video. I also ended up doing a redstone gate, which, I don't know anything about redstone, so it did take me a little bit to figure out. Eventually I got it handled pretty easily. This was actually a lot of fun, though. I learned a little bit about the game doing this. I could have sworn that cobblestone walls actually had the thick part when you piled them up, but no, apparently at some point either they fixed that or I was just mistaken, because it's flat for 2 blocks up, which is actually great for me because I wanted that look while also being 2 blocks high. I also got to clear out my chest a little bit by getting some more dirt. And I'm still having some door issues with this from this point forward. There you see something that I'm going to talk about later in the video is, the Ornitholestes officially becoming too much of a problem. It never got tamed, so I couldn't, I just couldn't keep it anymore. I had to kill it, and I ended up using the DNA to make a couple, or the meat, I should say, to make a few more Ornitholestes. Quite a few Ornitholestes and a lot of Dryosaurs. I kind of overdid on the Dryosaurs. But I wanted that stone look, and you see me grabbing a ton of eggs here so that I can get a proper amount of food for the Ceratosaur. I just thought it looked nice. I thought that it worked out. I probably should have used a little bit more mossy cobblestone walls than I ended up doing, actually. I think that I'm going to go back in later and kind of touch that up a little bit. I do have Minecraft up in the background, so music that you wouldn't usually get. So, you know, happy with that, I hope. But yeah, I also added a couple of boulders, a couple of rocks for the area to make it look a little bit more lively, make it look a little bit, you know, more real, more substantial, rather than just kind of a flat area with nothing going on. I also added a little lake as usual, right? Need to add some water to make it look a little bit more lived in. I need to figure out a consistent way to get in and out, because what I've been doing, kind of just water bucketing out, and then I have my door to get in. You see me killing a few chickens here to get some more meat, because it actually takes a lot to feed these creatures, especially the carnivores, and I need to find a consistent way to get meat, which you'll hear me talk about more during the video later on. And here I finally decided to do the water. I think I'm going to add a lake into the dinosaur herbivore exhibit, so let me know if that's something that I should do. Let me know if you have any ideas on what I should do for this series, but it's about to be all the time that I have as Ceratosaurus finally hatches, and I'm about to go back to my house, so I will see you on the other side. Alright, that's the end of that. So I did just finish it. You can see it a little bit on the top left there. If I press Z, you can see a little bit more of it. It's a bit bigger than the Adaphosaurus containment and about the same size as the large herbivore containment. I don't see... Wow, how did it get out? Yes, it did. What was that for? There you go. And now I'm curious if Ornitholestes will actually attack. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason I have this Ornitholestes egg is this pissed me off. So I killed off the Ornitholestes and I made another Dryosaur. I do have another Ornitholestes brewing, so I wonder... No, I can't do that. I can't do that. So what I need to do is get more meat for that. I'm also going to drop off this Dryosaur in here. What I need to do, though, is get more meat. That is my #1 priority in order to keep that Ceratosaur fed properly. I have a decent bit of... I mean, I got 8 Dryosaur and 2 more. I have, good lord, total of 11 Dryosaur DNA. But realistically, I just need meat. That's my main concern with this Ceratosaur. I just need to keep it well fed. And this is not good enough. The eggs are not quite doing it for me. What I think I'm going to do next time is try to get some cows at my base and bring them to breed. He already got out again. You are the biggest little dingbat. Alright, so, well, I might as well... Where are you, dingbat? Come here. So the problem is the gate isn't very functional. So I need to find a way... What if I just plug it up for the time being? Did it already get out again? There's no way it gets out over the 2 walls. 2 block tall. 2.5 technically. Wait a second. Okay, no, that's the Adaphosaurus egg. That's fine. You stay there. Wait, that's new. Wait, you guys just bred. You guys bred. Hey, you hitting that? Nice. Alright. Let's see. Do I want to risk it? I'm a gambler. That sucks. Just give me looting. Kidding. Where is looting? Looting. Okay. I was genuinely about to ask if you can't get looting anymore, but no, you can. Alright. Finally done with that. Looting sword acquired. How? That's 14. That's 10. That's some else. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Give me that Gastornis! Frick. And yep, that'll be all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.